Alrighty, g'day everybody, it's the Doga! It's time for the next installment of the AC/DC album collection video. Continuing on in chronological order, we now move to 1985's Fly on the Wall. Usually considered by some fans to be their least favourite album, but I noticed that spot also seems to be reserved for other albums such as Ball Breaker and Blub Video. And recently, even some have also given that to Rock or Bust as well, but hey, that's your opinion. Either way, I don't have a great deal of copies of this album, but what I do have are the subject of today's video. Let's start with this one here. This is a 1985 original Australian pressing of the album, which I believe uses the American stampers, as I don't think the LPs were cut locally anymore by that time. Anyway, let's pull out the record, and we've got the front, we've got the insert, of course. One side has the AC/DC logo, and of course, on the opposite side, you have the lyrics to all the albums. Information down here about the band as well. So, that is that. Now it's time to pull out the actual LP itself. And here we are. This is the typical mid-80s red or orange or whatever logo for this particular period. Side 1. And of course you have side 2 here as well. Okay, the other copy I have of this album is from 1987, this one. This one has a slightly different label design to the one I just showed, but is otherwise pretty much the same. This version has the copyright on top half of the label only for side 1 and side 2. Okay, so that's that. And then we move on to what I believe is the only international pressing of the album I have. Not 100% certain. I'm thinking this is either an American or European copy of the album. I might just show off the barcode here. Anybody who has this particular album, sorry about the quality. If anyone has this particular version of LP, let me know in the comments, because I've not been able to completely confirm where this one's from. It should be noted that the insert of this one actually has a mentioning of the Fly on the Wall home video that the Australian sleeve does not have, which indicates that it was printed before the home video was released here. Either way, this one's quite a bit filthy, actually. I'm thinking this is probably a European one based on the copyright info. Thinking either Germany or France or somewhere in mainland Europe. Not 100% certain, but anyone that does know, you can let me know in the comments. Either way, I do also have the 2003 version as well. Just pull it out from the insert here to show off. Never did show these off in their entirety, but we got this. And the second side of the album as well. Okay, that's that. Right, so those are all my LP copies. Only about 4 altogether. And I think that also goes for cassettes as well. So let's move on to the cassettes now. Starting here. The original Australian cassette from 1985 again. Pull out the full J card to show. Things never stay flat. But either way, you'll notice that there is a typo on the thing here. Playing with girls is misspelled. They've accidentally left the S off. I know it wasn't fully visible, but that typo is indeed present. Let's show off the original cassette from around that time. Greyish shell. And of course, blue coloured tape leader from that particular period. Okay, next one, which I'm guessing is from about a year or so later. Also from my mother's collection. This one has a different colour. This one is the generic white with blue text. Unfortunately, like the majority of my mother's cassettes, these got damaged when she went crazy and destroyed several of them in a fit of temper. The less said about that, the better. Either way, that version. Next one, I believe, could possibly date to mid-late 1987 or early 1988. Has a different label design altogether, but is essentially the same. Different label, as you can see. And we've got a clear tape leader with blue stripes. Either way, that's that particular one. And this cassette is the 1989 CBS cassette with a different logo and album code at the time. Different looking J card altogether from this particular period. And inside here, and of course, let's not forget the cassette itself. And this is it here. Okay, that is that. Now we do the CDs. And I only have 4 copies of the album on CD. Just pick these up. There's the first one. First CD. This CD was made in Japan for the Australian market in 1987. With the typical CDP catalogue number and EMI logo down the bottom here. Open it out. We've got the front insert, which shows the pictures of the band from the back cover of the LP. Okay, put that back. And the disc itself, which is clear with black text. Very similar. Decent sounding CD, but unfortunately 2 songs have some of their intros partially cut off, that being Hell or High Water and Back in Business. Anyway, the next one, which is from the 1989 CBS set. This one here, as denoted by the different album catalogue number. And CBS information down the bottom here. Inside is pretty much identical. And the disc itself is the typical Distronic CBS white text on a black label. Not too bad a sounding CD. The CD mastering would remain in use for a little while. Specifically with this version from 1995. This is the back of the 1995 CD, made by EMI again. And of course, open it out to show off the inserts on the front, which has all the lyrics. Again, you probably know them all. These are the majority of the lyrics anyway. And here as well. And again on the back, we've got the images from the back cover. And of course, we also have, I can just gently put this back, we have the disc itself. And that just leaves one more, which is the 2003 remaster, which is in pretty poor condition again. Again, I got these when I was a teenager and I wasn't the best at looking after things back then. But this is basically the cover and the disc itself. Inside booklet as well. And I guess that's it. This is a fairly short video, roughly 10 minutes or so, but thank you very much for watching. Too bad I don't have very many more copies of this album, but it's all good. Be sure to leave a like and Comment down below if you're willing to do so, and if not, then that's your decision. And if you're brand new to the Be a Good Dogger channel, be sure to press the subscribe button. Again, if you're willing to do so. But until next time, this is the Dogger saying have a excellent day, and we shall see you again.